Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of Canal Days. As always, I'm your host, Carrie, along with my co-host, founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Comu. Our Canal Days series delves into the vast collection of historical sites throughout Massachusetts, with Robert's expertise of the local history as our personal guide. Each episode, we uncover history throughout local communities with historic houses, meaningful monuments, and preeminent pivotal pioneers, and remarkable remaining remnants, all while uncovering their seminal significance. Today's episode of Canal Days will be canvassing the Sons of Israel, located in Springfield, Massachusetts, and we'll be expanding our knowledge base on where it's located, its history, the cemetery that is corresponding with it, and what the cemetery is like. So, Robert, summarize the history of the Sons of Israel congregation.
Yes, it's one of the many different synagogue congregations that is associated with Springfield. There are so very many of them, it's incredible. But you kind of expect that this is the way it's going to be since it's a rather big place, Springfield. And out of the 8 Jewish synagogues in Springfield, this is one. It was formed very early on in 1824, and they called it Sons of Israel because every congregation names himself after a group from the Old Bible, the Old Testament. Nowadays, it's lost its name. In the 1970s, they disbanded, and it's now called Daniel's New Bethel Church of God in Christ. Its location is at 1321 Dwight Street in Springfield. And it has associated with a cemetery, and it also, besides this temple, and that cemetery is in Springfield, which is unusual because most of the groups have a cemetery out in West Springfield. That's a little different.
And describe the temple.
All right, it's only 1 floor high, and it has a nice look to it. It's very squat looking. And most synagogues are simple like that. They don't like to be very ornate on the outside, and this one goes along with that theme. And when they disbanded, they must have went into another group. And I wonder which group they went into.
And stick around, and we will be right back after this short announcement. Are you fascinated by local history and eager to investigate the obscure treasures off the beaten path throughout the state of Massachusetts? Or maybe just seeking an unforgettable cultural activity for family and friends to enjoy? Look no further than Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, founded by Robert Comu. With over a decade of experience, Robert offers captivating tours and presentations of historic sites and landmarks throughout the state. Whether you're interested in canals, cemeteries, charming churches, or more, Robert's tours provide a unique and enriching experience for all. And that's not it. You can also schedule private tours tailored to your interests, ensuring a personalized adventure and unforgettable memories. Perfect for families or groups of all sizes, making for an exciting hands-on learning experience that brings history to life. Simply visit holyokecanaltour.org or email bobcat4214, capital B, at yahoo.com to book your private tour today. But wait, there's more. Don't miss out on Robert's podcast and video series, Canal Days, where you can dive even deeper into the vital history of the Connecticut River Valley. Plus, for those who may not be local or would rather enjoy on the go, or from the comfort of their home, Canal Days brings the adventure right to your screen. So don't miss out. Uncover the pivotal past with historical tours of Greater Holyoke to make your own history and memories that will last a lifetime. Remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org for more information and secure your personalized experience today. Welcome back to our Canal Days episode of the Sons of Israel, located in Springfield, Massachusetts. And can you reveal where the cemetery is located?
This is on Wilbraham Road near Delmar Street. It's in a group of 3 cemeteries that are all together adjacent to each other. And that's very common for Jewish cemeteries. In West Springfield, you have 4 like that, where synagogues in Springfield have 4 adjacent cemeteries. Here on Wilbraham Road in Springfield, you have 3 that are all side by side. it's very nice looking, and they each get their own personality. Um, and of course, the cemetery is for that particular congregation. Now, since the congregation went away in the 70s, I wonder who gets to be buried here. Did another group buy them out or not? It's hard to tell. But it's the rightmost of those three.
And can you depict what the cemetery is like?
The cemetery was made in 1927, so 3 years after the Jewish congregation did form itself. And it has a lawn-style look to it, and like most Jewish cemeteries, everyone gets their own individual stone. There's no such thing as a family stone, really, although sometimes there is. So all the stones are very close together. And of course, they're almost all in Jewish, and they read them top to bottom and then right to left. And they almost always start with the same 4 lines of inscription about the person, the year, and so forth. And the cemetery is very well lined up. It has out in front of it a little chapel, and on the gate pillar to its side it has the year 1927 embedded right into it. And like I told you, it's the rightmost of the three, and it's fairly well filled up, and you have to wonder how much space is left. And I wonder how much activity is there because they've disbanded almost half a century ago. Thank you.
And thank you for listening to Canal Days and our episode on the Sons of Israel and joining us on our journey through the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley. We hope you enjoyed uncovering some of the hidden and overlooked marvels and their fascinating stories that shaped our past in the state of Massachusetts. A special thanks to Robert Camus, founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, for sharing his passion and expertise with us. Remember, you can find out more information about Robert's tours, book private tours, and explore the Canal Days video and podcast series at holyokecanaltour.org. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes. Don't forget to keep exploring and discovering the history that is hidden in plain sight all around us. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to tune into our next episode of Canal Days and log on to holyokecanaltour.org. Until next time.